Hello there, Webby Tubers. This is Jason Funny on the Webby YouTube channel with your WWE Blast from the Past, or it's not called the WWF anymore. I remember so well what it was. And it's a little bit of a blast from the past because I am so old school. I guess I got left behind in the modern day WWE. Not that I don't have some favorites among Finn Balor and Samoa Joe and etc. I do have a few favorites nowadays. But I started in the mid 80s and I really kind of accidentally come across the WWE. And at the time it was called WWF, the World Wrestling Federation. I accidentally came across it in my bedroom on my little TV on the USA channel. And it was Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse, though, just starting the prime time. Well, actually, when it first started, it was just wrestling matches. But eventually they changed it to primetime wrestling as far as having Jesse and Gorilla Monsoon started. So who was some of the first wrestlers that I ever seen when I accidentally well, what I remember is the match with Hulk Hogan and Iron Sheik was one of the first championship matches I remember, so I go back pretty far. I believe, though, the one superstar that got me interested in professional wrestling was the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. I never seen a human being, of course you're talking about a 9-year-old kid, I never seen a human being so big in my life. Even on TV he was huge. Big old long afro head on his head, long hair. And, I mean, he was amazing. And then you got a bunch of them I can list that I've seen. But Andre the Giant was one of the first ones that really got me interested into professional wrestling. I said, this man is amazing. And they may have showed Andre once a month on primetime wrestling. They got my interest started. Then Hulk Hogan won the belt for the first time, though, against Iron Sheik in '84. Then Jesse left for Bobby the Brain Heenan, which was a brilliant matchup with Gorilla Monsoon. Later on, I started watching other wrestling organizations like the AWA and the NWA. Very good wrestling organizations. I had my favorites there. And Memphis Wrestling. Memphis Wrestling with Johnny King Lawler was big. Ric Flair was even big before he hit the WWE. The WWE did not make him a superstar. He was self-made, though, and wrestled in NWA and some of the other World Championship Wrestling and a bunch of little organizations, though. But he made his fame there. And they don't have him much like Flair anymore. I would say that when it comes down to it, Ric Flair is possibly, now he's not my favorite wrestler of all time, but possibly Ric Flair is the Babe Ruth of wrestling. Possibly Ric Flair, bar none, has to be just about the greatest who ever stepped in a ring as far as his ability. The matches that he had were unbelievable. The falls, the bumps, he could do everything perfect, and he could run his mouth. Probably the greatest of all time. Even though he's not my favorite, I think he's probably is. Everybody will, and when he passes, one of these days, God forbid, when that time comes, there's going to be a huge, huge, we'll see how big it is when if he passes away. We're going to have to see how big Ric Flair really was. Because I really think, pound for pound, he was probably the greatest. And there might be some people who disagree with me on that. And Ric Flair's not my favorite. But I say he's probably the greatest that stepped in the ring. So, what's happened to the days of the past? Well, can't go back to the past. You can always remember the good matches, go back in time, look them up on YouTube, all the WWE Network, go back and look at all the great matches from the time. But most people that's over 40 would probably agree with me. Most of the young ones under 30 may not. But this has been a blast from the past. With me, Jason Funny. Catch me on Twitter at JasonFunny3, and also catch me on my Facebook page at FunnyTubles42, at FunnyTubles42, and my YouTube channel, JasonFunny42 YouTube channel right there. Just type that in, and JasonFunny42 channel, and it should pop right up there. And until next time, and to the next WWE Blast from the Past, this is Jason Funny, and I'll see you on the funny side.